Hey guys, what is up? I'm here with another Formula 1 2019 career mode, and yeah, so let's see what parts came in. Okay, so the engine power has been completed. So yeah, that's good. Now we're gonna simulate practice because I don't like practice. It's really boring, and you still get a lot of resource points from that. So let's skip practice. No one likes practice. And we're gonna have the black loading screen. I'm gonna try to control my breathing because I know this is an issue in my videos. You could just hear my breathing. Like I said in the other one, I'm a mouth breather. I can't help it. I wouldn't do it if I was a nose breather, if that's what you call it. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Let's see what people have to say. It's gonna rain again. It's gonna have heavy rain at the beginning of the race. And in qualifying, it's gonna be dry for some of it. So we could, just like France, we could have a chance into Q3 once more. Last time we came in 7th, I think, in qualifying. But yeah. Okay, let's listen to Crofty.
Once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximizing top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
So now, yeah, we're just gonna go for the balance setting. We're gonna go out early before the rain. It's supposed to rain like around Q3, so hopefully we could get some lap times in before that rain period. And then in the race, it's supposed to have heavy rain, go down to light rain, and then down to dry. Oh yeah, Rich Energy dropped Haas. Wait, let me turn down my volume. Rich Energy dropped their contract with Haas F1 team. So now it's no longer Rich Energy Haas F1 team. And Rich Energy insulted F1 and Williams and Haas. So yeah, they're gonna receive a lot of backlash by the community because they were like, we were aiming to beat Red Bull because that's also, I'm pretty sure Rich Energy's another energy drink and Red Bull's an energy drink, so obviously they're rivals. And then but we finished behind Williams, which is a disgrace. And it said something about F1, I forgot. And so they dropped it. Rich Energy dropped Haas F1. And that's dumb. And I think Haas is going to do better without them now. So we're going to hope for the best for Haas and just the other team. I mean Haas, whatever it's called, Rich Energy sucks. That's what we've learned. And we get the fastest lap of the race. Let's go. I'm clapping, by the way. I'm gonna have to do this quick because I'm going somewhere in a few minutes, so that's gonna be our only lap of the session because I just think it's a pretty good one. Yeah. See, we're sticking in second right now, so I think this is good. Yeah, I think that's a really good lap. 108. and we come second. But the rain has started here in Q2, so we don't have to waste the tires, the slick tires for when the race begins. Everyone only used one slick tire if they didn't go back out for another one. But me, I only used one. But now the rain has started. And here we go. It's gonna be hard. I'm trying to go out early so then, since there's not as much rain now than it is gonna be later. But there's no racing line. So, well, there's no there's no racing line, so it's gonna be a bit more slippery. DRS is disabled. I wonder what the lap times are gonna be. So we're going out now into turn 1, the Niki Lauda curb. That's very slow into the turn. But we're gonna have another experience with wet weather, but this time really wet. We haven't had full wets yet this season, but I think now is gonna be the first time. Because as you saw in the weather report, it is gonna be heavy rain at the beginning. We are gonna have heavy rain at the beginning, then it's gonna go down to light rain. So we're gonna see what tires we go on for the beginning, because heavy, it's gonna go into light rain. So if you go into heavy full wets, then you're gonna have to switch down to inters. But if you go on inters, you're gonna suffer at the beginning part. So it's gonna be hard to decide whether you're gonna go for the inters at the beginning, suffer at the beginning, but stick it, or go for the wets and then take a pit stop. It's pretty much it is a two-stop actually, if you go for that. And as you can see, this is really slippery. We're gonna have to start braking early in this section. I lost the back end for no reason. I felt like I was spinning a bit. Sometimes I anticipate a spin, but then it doesn't really start spinning. We go fastest sector too. That's probably not gonna stick. Which a lot of people are crossing the line and not yet getting the the fastest lap. So we might get it crossing the line. Now Daniel Ricciardo gets it. And now we're a bit slower, but I think that's okay. It's an okay lap. So I'm gonna try to stick it out and not use any more tires, because we might use the inters for the race. So we're in 13th right now. So I'm gonna go out now. Let's go out. Oh, it's dry. It's dry now, so we could set a blistering lap. There's only a few minutes left. Everyone's gonna start going out now. So let's try to set a really good lap time now, since the rain has stopped. Now Daniel Ricciardo sets a 1:10, but I think we can do better than that. I mean, just look at our pace. We're 1 second already faster than the other time. Let's see how much faster we can get.
In the session. We need a good lap here, or we're out of qualifying.
Alright, I think this is going to be a really good lap. I mean, look at it. Right now we have the fastest sector 1.
get it to 10th or higher, we won't progress
I know
to
that,
the
Jeff.
shootout. Give it your best shot.
We get fastest sector 2 now, but we go a bit wide there, which might cost us a bit of time. Now we're gonna cross the line. What are we gonna get? We get a 108. Let's go. That's the fastest lap so far. Hopefully it's enough to get to the shootout, and it might rain again. Yeah, it's enough to get to the next session. Did anyone not go out? No, everyone went out on the slicks. So yeah, we make it a Q3 again, thanks to some lucky weather, and yeah. Now I'm gonna use medium tires because I don't want to use another set of soft tires. So let's go for the medium tires. This is gonna be fun because we still have medium tires designated to Q3. So we're gonna use medium tires now. I'm not focusing on getting the fastest lap, though I do want to get a good enough lap so we're not dead last. I'm pretty sure last time we started on mediums. Though, now we're gonna start on these medium tires. So, you just need to set one lap, and everything's gonna be okay. Okay, so we take it nicely through that turn. There's Max Verstappen, who won the Austrian Grand Prix. We brake a little bit early, but that's fine. Valtteri Bottas, I said it weird, gets the fastest lap. Lewis Hamilton now sets the fastest lap. Now we're fastest in that sector, which means we could get the fastest lap. Which, our pace in the Alfa Romeo has been amazing recently, but not enough. It's gonna be that second place. That's really good.
Settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button. You can then navigate up and...
I get it, Jeff. So I don't care where we really go. Kimmy's probably gonna get last either way. No offense, I mean just look at the difference between these two. It's not that much, but still. The difference between these two though. What are we gonna get?
Race, but before we begin,
108. Okay, that's fine.
Vettel, Bottas, and Charles Leclerc, with qualifying
looks like we're gonna start right behind Lewis Hamilton. So I think they already dropped the British Energy Haas. Wait, I need to check. Yeah, I think they already changed that. When was... I'll try to find the tweet and I'll show you guys. That's my doggo. So, in the Austrian Grand Prix, it said behind the Williams is in Austria is unacceptable. It was George Russell in 19th and Kubica in 18th, and Roman Grosjean DNF'd. What you talking about? Well, let me try to find it. trying to look for it. Oh, here it is. Today, Rich Energy terminated our contract with Haas F1 team for poor performance. We aim to be Red Bull Racing, and being behind Williams in Austria is unacceptable. The politics and PC attitude in F1 is also inhibiting our business. We wish the team well. Hashtag F1, hashtag Rich Energy. Wow. So out there disrespecting Formula 1, Williams, and Haas. Wow. Haas is probably gonna, Rich Energy is gonna probably get a lot of backlash. Okay.
I think we can call that a successful qualifying.
Jeff.
Could be in with a good chance in the race.
I've never heard. Last time was the only time I heard Jeff's voice without the static and stuff. So as you can see, heavy rain at the beginning. Heavy rain. It's gonna start the race, and then it's gonna go on to light rain, and then it's gonna go on a dry for the final part of the race. So we're gonna see where we end up. We're starting in 7th or 6th, I forgot. Our best start, but let's see where we're gonna end. So let's listen.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's a short lap here in Spielberg with just 10 corners, 7 rights and 3 lefts, making up the total distance of 2.6 miles. And expect to see a lot of cars running wide today, especially through the last corner, as the wet conditions make the cars skittish through the downhill sections. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Stewart, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Raikkonen and Pierre Gasly. Ricciardo, Sainz, Lando...
I accidentally pressed the X button, sorry. I accidentally skipped it. So we are starting on inters.
There will be faster cars trying to get past. See if you can hold them off.
So we are going to start on inters. This is going to be a difficult race, especially because of the difficulty. But now, 5 red lights. And away we go here in the Austrian Grand Prix. I have a really bad start. And now you can't see anything going into turn 1. So it's going to be dangerous. And everyone is passing us. There's contact but no damage, and I think that's damage, so you can't see anything. You can't see anything going into turn 1, which makes this super dangerous. I want to brake early so then I don't get any damage. I almost spun out, no damage done. This is looking okay right now, but now we have Daniel Ricciardo trying to overtake us, and he does, but then we're going to get the inside line right here. We take a dive bomb, and that's contact. So we're gonna let Daniel Ricciardo pass right now. But then we're gonna try to dive bomb it past Kimi. No damage. We're gonna have to watch our damage radar for the beginning part of this race. But this is a bad start. Really bad start going downhill. No damage. So now we get back up into P8. Now we're gonna see what we can do for the rest of the race. But then it's gonna go down into light rain in a few laps, and then it's gonna go to dry. So let's see this weather report.
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there. Rain to ease up in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till light rain. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
So 5 minutes until we get light rain, and then 10 minutes until it clears up all the way. I think we might be able to get Grosjean on this straight right here, but then we go wide into turn 1. But Kimi Räikkönen is catching us very rapidly, so now we're gonna try to pull out and go down the inside of Kimi Räikkönen. We brake. We stick it down the inside. We leave enough space for Kimi, unlike Verstappen did for Leclerc in real life. And he backs out. That's good. Now we're in 8th. Up ahead is Grosjean, but it's really hard to drive in these very wet conditions. As you can see, I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. So, okay, we're gonna take this carefully and wait for the light rain.
Use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment.
I might as well just put it on high since we're gonna be braking a lot today. The brakes are gonna get abused today because we're gonna be braking so much. Now let's see what we get crossing the line. And we go purple in sector 3. We hold the brake down, we still slide a little bit. Now we're gonna go on hot lap mode, down the straight right here. Put that down to standard. Let's put this down to high. And we go on the curb, and then we slide. Gonna go on overtake mode. And now we're going out to hot lap mode. We're starting to lose distance into Grosjean. I'm gonna put it down to medium because I don't think we're gonna need it yet. I want to save it until it dries up. So let's keep it down at medium because again, the weather is gonna dry up and that's what we're really gonna push. So now lap 3, where the DRS would usually turn on, but since it's raining, it doesn't turn on. And that's the turn. The final turn is probably the hardest turn of the whole track.
Gap to car in front is 2.1 seconds.
So now that you can see the rain is starting to lighten up a bit. Let's ask Jeff.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain. Okay, the rain should ease up in a couple of minutes. Light rain soon. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
So as you can see, it's about to turn into light rain. A racing line has been established. Yeah, you can see the racing line right there. And then it's gonna dry up, and then it's gonna be a lot better. We brake very early into turn 4, I think this is. But we gotta be careful. And I'm pretty sure we are catching up.
Clearing up is about 10 minutes,
We go purple into that in sector 2. We might be able to set the fastest lap here. We just need to stay in this racing line. But it looks like we are catching up.
Grosjean ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:22.7. You're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
Okay, so now we don't set the fastest lap.
We're leading our teammate by 2.1 seconds.
So Raikkonen is still behind us in 9th. This is going to be an interesting race. As you can see, the rain has gotten lightened. What? The rain has lightened up. And we go wide. That sucks for us. But right now we're, again, trying to save ERS for the dry spot. So let's keep it down on medium. We don't need to use as much ERS as we could. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna dry up. That's when we're really gonna shine.
Okay, the weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
You don't say. It's raining, Jeff. So now we're catching up.
+1. Faster engine modes are available.
So we're catching up to Grosjean really quickly now. And we still have 70% ERS. Putting it on low, I want to keep it around 90. Now Charles Leclerc gets the fastest lap of the race. And we get a 121. I mean 122. I was looking at my best lap. So now we're right behind him. I might as well just use some ERS since we have a lot. And now he goes off and I back off with my ERS. Now we go on high since we're right next to him. It's really hard to see now. And now we're losing distance, so let's put it back down on medium. We're gonna try the dive bomb, but it's not gonna work. That was never gonna work. I don't know why I tried that. Put that down on medium. We have to brake really early, like right there. That was a bit too late. We have to brake early. Okay, that's a bit too early. Not way too early, but a bit. So it's drying up. I can't tell. Yeah, it's still raining. I couldn't tell if it was or wasn't.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
Jeff, I'm saving it. Since we're braking a lot, we're saving a lot of ERS. But Grosjean is able to pull away on us in the straights. But we're still right behind him. I tried to go a bit wide because he's right there and I don't want to hit him. We might be able to make our move here.
To catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tires. We won't be making another pit stop.
Oh yeah, we will. We're probably gonna go onto the medium tires. When everyone takes their pit stop. We go very wide. I said very much. We went wide because it keeps slipping. The track is super slippery still at the moment, even though it's drying up since the beginning. We haven't had a safety car, I don't think yet. No, we had at the beginning. We had a safety car at the beginning, I'm pretty sure. So now we're right behind him on the exit of turns. Ow. We need to pass him. I'm focusing. Oh, we might be able to pass him here, so I'm going on overtake mode. We're catching up really quick. Let's go down the inside. We blasted out on the outside.
Good job, nice overtake.
Let's take the slipstream now, but he goes too far out for us. So let's put it back down on medium, and we're gonna have to try again later. We brake early. It may look like it's raining heavily, but it only looks like that because we're right behind Roman Grosjean, whose tires are bouncing all the water from the ground onto us. That's the only reason why it looks.
Situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
So now this straight right here is the deadliest straight. We catch up to him a lot on turn 1. So we might be able to make the same move again, but better this time. It looks like we might be able to though. So let's go in overtake mode, but then he goes away, so we're not gonna try it.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go.
We might be able to take him on this straight now, so let's get his slipstream, but then he pulls away, so let's put it back down to medium. If he pulls away, then we go down to medium. We try to take him down the inside, and it's kind of working. We push him though. No damage done though. We're using so much fuel. We're going down onto lean mix. I don't know how, but we had 2 laps of fuel at the beginning.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.2
And in this 9 laps, we've lost it all. Most of it. So we're on lean mix to save fuel. I don't know what it is though. The Grosjean is going to be able to catch us. So it's getting dry. As you can see, it's getting super dry. So now we're into P7.
Light is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
So now we just gotta focus on the rest of the race. It looks like Valtteri Bottas passed Sebastian Vettel. And I don't think a Ferrari has won yet this season. He's gonna try it down the middle, but then he fails. And it looked like it stopped raining for a second. But the rain situation is definitely a confusing one. He actually might be able to switch to softs for the end of the race. We have soft tires, so that's good. I'm gonna keep it on softs for now but I want to see what my engineer says when it gets to the time. We go purple in sector 2. We might be able to get the fastest lap here.
DRS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
We almost set the fastest lap, but that's our best lap. Let's put it back down to medium. And yeah, we're gaining distance on Roman Grosjean, and as you can see, it's definitely drying up. Still not dry enough for slick tires, and we still need to be careful when we're braking. So now, turn 4 is probably the hardest turn of the whole track in the wet. See, I slipped, and I'm not intending to slip.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Bruh. Okay, we can put it back onto standard. I don't know why it's burning fuel so fast. We're burning fuel super fast. So let's keep it on lean mix until the it starts getting dry. I think the track is dry right now because we're not spitting out any water. And as you can see, the sun is starting to come out. I think, yeah, we're gonna go on soft tires probably when the rain stops. Yeah, we're probably gonna end this race on soft tires. And Roman Grosjean in the Haas is catching up quickly. Mostly on the straights, but we get him good on the corners. And it stopped raining. It stopped raining right now, lap 12 of 18. We're gonna see what we can do. Let's see what our engineer says about it. Eventually when it comes on. He's probably gonna ask us to pit this lap, but I still think it's a bit too wet, and DRS is enabled, so I think it's time to go into the pits for a new set of tires.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy that.
We're going into the pits now. I'm not gonna wait. Actually, should I stay out?
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target.
He wants us to go in now. So we're gonna go in. Everyone is going into the pits now, except for the teammates. No, I see 2 Ferraris into the pits. And Kimmy's going in with us.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Go, go, go.
And there we go. We get out in a good position. We're in 6th. We could pass Hamilton now. We're right where we started this race in. So now we're gonna race on the exit. Let's go on the rich fuel mix. We're on overtake mode. Are we gonna be able to pass Lewis Hamilton? I don't think we will. But we're gonna definitely get DRS here. We're braking early. We might be able to get Lewis Hamilton now on the straight. He's slowing down. I don't know what that is about. We're passing Lewis Hamilton, and that's into P5. P5, and we're gonna have 2 back-to-back really good races. But next up is Nico Hulkenberg in the Renault. So I think we might be able to pass him and get into P4. So now we have all this ERS, and we can play around with it.
Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace.
But it looks like the Mercedes, Valtteri Bottas is still in P1 with, I'm pretty sure that's Sebastian Vettel right behind him. But Lewis Hamilton is definitely going to get us on the straight, so we're going to have to go on hot lap mode. We hit the grass, we're on overtake mode. We might be able to set the fastest lap here if no one else does it before us, which is probably not going to happen. Lewis Hamilton right behind us, back on overtake mode. We keep the lead on the Mercedes car, but then he's coming back at us. We go purple in sector 1. We're right next to Nico Hulkenberg, and Lewis Hamilton is also going to get DRS. We're going on overtake mode. We're trying to catch up to Nico Hulkenberg, and it's working. We're losing Lewis Hamilton. We're probably going to get him on the start-finish straight. We're trying to make a move down the inside, but that doesn't work. So now we're going to try to get him on the start-finish straight. This has been a really exciting race. There's 4 laps to go. I don't think we're going to get onto the podium. We're too far away from whoever that is, Max Verstappen, I'm pretty sure. But now we're losing Nico Hulkenberg. Let's go on high ERS mode. Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton tries us on the inside. I don't think we're going to get DRS though. No, we're not. We go on the grass, and that lets Lewis Hamilton catch up to us. He's going to try it. We're going to get the DRS though. We touch him a little bit. Now we're on overtake mode. We have the DRS. He doesn't, because he passed us. Oh gosh. Now we're already on low ERS. We've used so much ERS in this beginning part. We have a good exit though, better than Lewis Hamilton. I want to see if we could catch Nico Hülkenberg. And then that would be our best finish. Right now we're looking good on our finishing position. P5 in the Alfa Romeo. Our car has gotten so much better from which we started.
Repeat that. There's interference. Hülkenberg ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 0.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was 1 minute 13.5.
Are we gonna get DRS? No, we aren't. We need to stay ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who is getting DRS. Keep it down on medium. We're gonna get DRS though. We're close enough to Nico Hülkenberg to get DRS. Put it on high. I don't want to use all my DRS. We might be able to pass Nico Hülkenberg on the straight. We definitely are. We're right behind Nico Hülkenberg. We make the move down the outside, and we're into P4. Max Verstappen is in third. We keep it. We're in 4th place right now. Lap 16 out of 18. Lewis Hamilton is our only threat of the race, and he's behind Nico Hülkenberg. But I don't think we have enough time to be able to pass Max Verstappen. So I think that's a P4 for us. But there's Nico Hülkenberg trying to make another move down the inside. Is he gonna stick with it? He takes us down. We're gonna get DRS though. We're gonna try to get him again on the straight. We're gonna get DRS. We pass him now again, and he pulls away. We have the DRS. We're pulling away. Let's go. I think that now Lewis Hamilton passed him. We need to conserve ERS. We don't have that much, and Lewis Hamilton's right behind us. He's probably gonna get DRS. Let's see. There's a yellow flag. Who is it? It's Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton has an engine problem. Lewis Hamilton has an engine problem. Out of nowhere. Lewis Hamilton got an engine problem or something. Lewis Hamilton has an engine problem and retires from the race. Which comes out of nowhere. He has the engine problem and he retires. Where's he gonna retire? I don't know. But Lewis Hamilton has an engine problem, and that's one less person to worry about. And now we have Nico Hülkenberg, Lewis Hamilton out of the session officially now. For a second I thought that was Max Verstappen, and I thought we were going to get our first podium on F1. But now, our final lap of the Grand Prix, we might come in 4th. Nico Hülkenberg is too far behind.
This is your
Final lap of the race, P4. Starting in P6. Let's go on none, so then we can go on a hot lap for the final straight. We're going into P4. Lewis Hamilton is still there.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
That sucks. Lewis Hamilton got out right before the finish line. He could have won the race. I mean, he could have finished it.
In the next part of the track, no overtaking through the yellow flags.
He would have been able to finish it.
8.9 seconds.
We have enough for hot lap mode, so we're gonna go on hot lap mode. Valtteri Bottas wins the Grand Prix, but Lewis Hamilton does retire. So that's gonna, Max Verstappen takes the fastest lap. Are we gonna be able to take the fastest lap now? I don't think we will, but that's P4. P4.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, you can't fault anything that Sergio Perez did out on the track today. He drove flawlessly, making him an easy pick.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So that is an amazing race for us. We get how many points? 12 points with P4. P4, everybody. Let's view the highlights. That's an amazing race for us. It was an insane race. Super fun to drive in. Started out in the inters and then it went to dry. Who would have thought that we would have came from P6 to P4? But it's very, it's impossible to see there. You can't see anything going into turn 1. And then we try to go down the inside. It kind of works, but we hit Kimi Räikkönen. That is an excellent race. So this is still heavy rain right now. This is when the rain started to lighten up. And this is the dries already. This is when we were ahead of Lewis. And then we pass, no. But eventually, yeah. We fight him again here. This is like lap 17 of 18. No, this is lap 16 and then we go into the next one. But that was an amazing battle. Very ecstatic with that finish. To me, that feels like a race win.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Alright.
You must be feeling good about winning your battle with your old F2 rival, Devon. It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you feel comfortable in the wet weather today? You had a bit of contact today. Who was at fault?
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, there was a little bit of contact that he saw in the replay, but that was an exciting race. Super exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. These are my favorite videos to make. And in between seasons, I will be taking a break, 1 week break between seasons. Pretty sure we beat Devin Butler now. Yep, we beat him. Resource points, how many do we get? Okay, we get a lot of resource points. Our reputation goes through the roof now.
Excellent result today. Finishes like that will look good on your contract reviews. On to the next one.
Alright, let's get our R&D tree done. What should we work on? Let's work on powertrain. Let's develop that, and then let's get this major upgrade right here. That's gonna come in handy, and then we can work on efficiency. I'm gonna get MGK because yeah, MGK is what we really need. Because yeah, now let's do invitational event. Let's do Italy. That was a very exciting race. Next we're going into Silverstone, and I kind of want to do that on Sunday because that's when the race is. No, let's do it on Friday. Yeah, we're just gonna do it tomorrow because tomorrow's practice, or Saturday, I don't know. Okay, 13.78. Wow, that handling in the first two turns are really good. I need to turn it down because this car screams. Now let me mute my mic so you guys can hear it. I got so close to that checkpoint, but we did really good. We passed Devin Butler. So yeah. We did really good. So I see this as an absolute win. So next is Great Britain. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you don't, it's okay. So
Congratulations on your success in the invitational event. It might not help you in the championship standings, but it definitely helps to build your reputation.
So it's not gonna rain. We're finally gonna have a good race with no rain. Let's see if our gearbox is fine. Our gearbox is okay. It's probably gonna be, yeah, it's probably gonna be good. During the race, power unit, everything still looks fine. Yeah, everything looks fine, so we're probably not gonna have a failure during the race. So yeah, goodbye. This is the most awkward part of the video.